Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
now
All
I
right.
can hear you.
All right. Great. So I welcome you to the English speaking session. So let's get started with the topic today. It's helping a friend move, or rather shifting of house. Okay.
Yes,
All right. So shifting of homes generally are very tedious and very difficult, right? To shift
yes,
from one place to another. So I would
yes,
like
yes.
you to share your experience of moving house
Shifting.
and yeah.
It's not my experience, it was my mama's experience that people in Mumbai, lit- mostly people live in rent, for rent, right? So for those people, it's very difficult moving from one house to move to another house because they have to move all the luggage. And when it come to at my mama's time, when it come to move from one house to another, uh, my my dad dad like got into depression that we have to pay and we have to move. It's like it's some people it's like depression that moving if they don't have much money and where to go. And when we live in a house, we can't make a house into a home if it's not our house, if it is not our home. That's the reason that we are like okay, we are living in a rent, so why we do this. Some people like this, but
Mhm.
to make a house a home, we have to the house should be our,
The
right,
house should be,
should belong to us.
yes, yes. We should own the house. Absolutely, you're
Yes,
very right.
on the house to make it home, we should own a house so
To
that we
make
can make it home.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yes,
Sounds right. To make it a home, we need to own the house. Otherwise, it
yes,
belongs to somebody else. All right.
yeah, it belong
So
to somebody else and useless like.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. I agree with you totally. So when we talk of like specifically, if we talk of moving home, like changing our house, what has been my experience is, so I come from the defense family where constantly my father kept getting transfers, so we had to move from one city to another city. So
Yeah,
took a lot of it took a lot of effort, like to get things packed and then to move them and call the truck and load it. So
yes,
as a child I have always seen that kind of life where you have to move constantly from
yes,
one place
yes.
to another.
And
So
in that transformation, sometimes we miss or sometimes our belongingness break.
yes, our belongings break, sometimes things get misplaced, right?
Yes, misplaced. Yes, yes,
Absolutely.
right.
So, do you think, however, with companies and companies like movers and packers, coming into the scene, do you think that it's become easier to change house? It's become more simple, more easy to change house with movers and packers coming into with like such industries or such services coming into play.
If they are financially well, so it's like good for them. They can transfer or they can move from one place to another. For companies, like, right?
No, taking the services like movers and packers, they come and they pack your things and they move it for you, but you have to pay them a lot of money. So, are these services useful?
I'm not getting you.
Okay, no problem. No, we'll move on. All right. So, if we look at house, so maintaining a home is not easy. So we can buy a house or we can rent a house and we can start living in it. But to maintain a house is quite difficult. You have to do all the work. You have to keep it clean. You have to cook. You
yes,
can't just say, okay, I have a home and that's it. So
yes,
how
yes.
easy or difficult is maintaining a house?
Maintaining the new house, right? Is it in rent or it's owned by
Any
any? Okay, okay. So I think it's difficult. And with kids, it's literally difficult because uh, we also have to. When moving from one place to another. Uh, Sometimes people buy outside food also, but not much. But it means eat outside, but not much. So we have to get each and everything like oil, red chili powder for cooking, gas, cylinder, everything, water, everything we have to get them together to make for an omelette also we have to do or we must have oil and all these things,
Yes,
so it's not difficult moving from one place to another. It's not difficult, it's difficult, it's not a piece of cake.
yes, absolutely. It's not a piece of cake,
Cake.
as you would say. It is quite tiresome. It is quite tedious. It's quite hectic. Very good, very
Yes.
nice. Okay, great. So moving on, we may change topic also just so that we have a little more, to converse about. All right.
Okay.
So let's move on to the topic of hobbies, right? So we all have some or the other hobbies. We like to do some things in our free time, maybe watch movies, maybe paint, whatever,
Yeah.
right? So I would
Yeah.
like to ask you, what are your hobbies and what do you like to do in your free time and why?
Okay. My hobbies is like I always want to learn something new, and I always want to do in my something in my free time. But it's like I am very I'm also I'm also like it's my habit. It's in my habit to scroll a phone or to watch something, to scroll YouTube. So when I scroll my YouTube, and then I realized, oh, I'm wasting my time. Let's do something which is good. So I write something, or I write some meaning of English, or I learn English that I have to learn it. And I also upload the video on YouTube. So I prepared the, for this video for I prepared these videos also in my free time.
Okay, very nice. So you prepare videos, you learn English. Very nice. So do you think that hobbies help? How do our hobbies help us? Does it keep us happy? Why? How come our hobbies keep us happy? Why does it keep us happy? And how does it make us feel?
When we have a good habit, it builds our personality also. That when I said that I want my hobby is to learn or to be proficient in English. So it's my hobby. But when it's come into ground, when it come into to meet up people, it's not my at that time it is not my hobby. It is my personality that I'm speaking in English with them, and I'm making some reputation. My some the importance of English nowadays. How important it is to speak in English. So it's like building a personality, developing a personality. If it's good hobby, and if it is bad hobby, then it's like wasting a time.
Yes, absolutely. So, for example, if your hobby shouldn't be destructive in nature.
Yes. Then someone told me that our life is so short, so you should do what is good for you. Don't waste your time.
Yes, very nice. Life
Yes.
is limited, and so you should do what you love. You should be happy.
Yes.
You should
Yeah.
be thankful for what life you have, and you should do. Yes,
Yes.
very nice, very nice. Absolutely.
There is no time to waste time. There is no time. There is nothing. You don't have a time to waste your time.
Yes, you don't have time to waste. Absolutely. Wonderful, beautiful thought that is. Absolutely. So, when we talk of hobbies, yes, it makes us feel good, it makes us feel happy.
Yes.
And talking about friends and relationships, so do you think that friends are necessary for oneself?
Yes, when we are scrolling our YouTube, it's like we are wasting our time. So why don't we talk to our relatives at that time, or make some relationship with our friends, like some um, make them talk to them, or uh, be socialized.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this, that we should be uh, we should be constructive, and we should be we should be like uh, talk to friends, like building relationship with
Yes.
a friend or with relatives, like
Hmm.
this.
Yes.
I feel.
Yes, yes, absolutely. There are some people, on the contrary, who are antisocial and who say, I want to spend time alone. I want to, they will talk to others. It's not like they will not talk to others. They will talk to others. But if most of the time, if they are given an option, they will say, I would prefer to be alone. Do you think this is healthy? Do you think that such kind of behavior is healthy for human beings?
For human being, I don't know about other people, but according to me, I think it's not healthy. It is not healthy because when we are in problem, when we share our problem with others, maybe he will give some idea that doesn't come into our mind. It's very good for us, or it is very good for our life also. So it is good to talk to someone, or it is good to be socialized.
Yes,
Don't
it
be
is.
anti, to help each other, to make some relations. It is good for people. For that's why mostly people, when got into depression, they don't talk to each. They don't share their feeling to others, and it's not good.
Yes, yes, it is not good that they don't share their feelings with others because
Yes,
it,
human beings are like they have to share their feelings to others. When they are happy, they have to tell others that I am happy, and then when they are sad, they have to tell that this is the problem, and because of this I'm sad. This is a habit in human beings, I think.
yes, absolutely. So
Yes,
they need
God
to,
make us like this.
yes, absolutely. They need to share their feelings with others. Very, very
Others.
important. All right. All right, great. Soumya, thank you so much for speaking on this topic. Is it okay if I share some feedback and corrections with you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why not?
Okay, wonderful. Firstly, I like the fluency and the confidence with which you talk. Yeah, you are not out of ideas. So whatever the topic is, you are able to share your whatever thoughts and ideas you have. You are able to very flawlessly share it, which
Oh,
is good.
thank you. Yes,
Yes. However, if we talk of areas of improvement, I would say grammar, right? So,
yes.
of course, there are a few grammatical errors which I'll help you with. We are living in a rent. We are living in a rented house or a rented apartment. Okay, we are living in a rented house, or so just completing the sentence. That's all. It is good to be socialized. It is good to be social.
Okay, it is good to be social.
Yeah. Other than that, good. You did well. Of course, there's always scope to improve in terms of vocabulary. So,
Yes, that's why I'm here, right?
yes,
Yes.
absolutely. So, if you talk of vocabulary, I always emphasize to my learners refer to the session notes of Clapping Go because we have a good, word bank out there, which and the words are also above average.
Yes.
right? So they are not basic words, or they are not, words which are just very basic. They are words which are above average. So for example, if we talk of friends, we were talking about friends. So you can say a friend in need is a friend indeed, right? Such kind of phrases, which are very very useful. If you want to like improve in terms of vocabulary or in terms of words, just using basic words may not help, but saying things like a friend in need is a friend indeed, right? So that
Okay.
makes it more sure. That speaks
Okay.
speaks a number of paragraphs for you,
Okay. I
right? So learn,
understood.
yeah. So they're known as idioms in English.
Yeah, yeah, I know idioms.
Yeah. So
Okay.
idioms are really wonderful to have and really fun to learn, I would say, because there are so many idioms which, of course, depends on the topic, depends on the topic again, and you can, learn idioms as per the topic. Okay, great. So for
But
grammar,
but in Clappingo, I think there is no idioms in the notes. There is only
there,
meaning of the word.
yeah, there are, but it will depend on your
Yes, there
topic.
are.
So what will happen is, so I'll help you with this. So not every topic in Clappingo will have an idiom, right?
Hmm.
So if you come to a few topics, maybe as the classes. So which class is this of yours? It's a 17th class. Okay. So if probably you go more into your classes, you will find later on they will start sharing idioms. Or else if it's not there in the notes, no issue. You can just type idioms in Google, you'll get a whole
Yes,
list of them. So
yes.
no problem about that. If you feel that you want to learn idioms, that is
And
also okay. No problem.
okay,
What I'll do for you, Soumya, is I'm going to share a link with you. It's Grammar Bank. I've put it in the chat box. I request you to save this link while we are on the Zoom call, because once the call ends, this link is going to go.
no, it's in the recorded video also.
Okay,
It's
okay,
there.
all right, all right.
I okay. I copy, but I copied.
No problem. No problem. I'm just sharing it with you because this link is really useful for grammar, and most of my learners have benefited greatly with this link. So I even got a feedback from them. I said, did this help you?" And they said, "Yes, yes. This link has helped me a lot." So it's free. The link is free. You have
Yes,
free
yes,
worksheets with answers, so you don't have to really search high and low. That okay, stuff like that.
yes.
All right. So that's
Okay.
about it. Okay, great. On that note, we can continue our conversation, about whatever topics we were on. So let us talk about a little bit of challenges that we face in life. So all of us face some kind of challenge or the other, right? So I would like to ask you how to like positive attitude. It's very important for a person to have a positive attitude when faced with a issue. So I would like to ask you, how important is it for a person to have a positive attitude or positive mindset?
Okay.
And how does it help in difficult times?
When I am sharing my experience, when
Sure.
I face some kind of some problems or some challenges in my life that I can't when it's like that I can't break it. Are you getting me?
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you
yeah.
not? Yes, when it's like that. So there is a one ayat or there is a one verse in our holy book Quran that do you want me to read that?
No, it's okay. You can just tell me.
So okay, that meaning that we will we will like put you in that situation, in that challenges to each and each human being. But uh, but uh, like good news for those people who who take a patience at that moment and say that we are for you, O Lord, and we have to come to you. So when
Okay.
I read this or when I say it, it feels me, oh, I'm okay. uh, there is much more than this problem in our life.
Oh,
It's nothing. It's
okay,
my
nice.
experience. I don't know about other people. It is my experience when I face some problem, and mostly it happened to me that I can't break that problem. That I will do this or I will do I can't do that kind of things. That's why be patient and just
Okay, lovely. How lovely. Very nice. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, great. Moving on, I'm just trying to think of prompts that I can ask. So we spoke of friends, we spoke of hobbies, we spoke of positive attitude. Let's speak of. I'm just trying to think of. Okay, do you paint? Do you like painting?
I don't like, but I do sometimes. But I
Okay,
like uh, calligraphy, like
you like
this.
calligraphy. Okay, okay, okay. All right,
I,
fine.
I see YouTube videos on calligraphy, and I
Oh,
try sometimes.
very nice. Okay, so why do calligraphy is a kind of writing? I know
Yeah,
that.
it's kind of writing.
Very nice. So why do you like? Why are you fascinated by calligraphy? Anything in particular?
It's like when we are writing something which is good, it feels us good. Oh my God, we are. It's good. It's like just a peace of mind, for peace of mind and nothing. Doing something.
Okay, all right. Do you think being creative is important?
Nowadays, it is crucial for people to be creative.
Okay, so how does creativity actually shape us as individuals?
Um, Creativity in what? In what?
Like you're learning calligraphy, you said, or maybe even
Yes.
somebody who's painting. So these are all creative things, right? So how does it help our personality? How does it maybe sometimes it's helping us, mentally also, it's calming us down. So how does being creative help us?
Um, Creativity it is very helpful because we can also upload a video on YouTube about calligraphy or doing like this, all these things. I think so.
Very nice, very nice, wonderful. Yes, absolutely. So yes, so we spoke on a lot of things. Actually, we had a lot of uh, topics that we revolved around. All right, Soumya, great, wonderful. You did express yourself well. You did frame sentences. However, like feedback I shared, you could work a little bit on grammar. That's something which maybe you could, work on. And of course, you're already working on your vocabulary. You're doing great in terms of that, right? So, well, I guess we come to the end of this particular session. So I wish you all the very best. Keep practicing, and I would like to see you in my next class.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye. See
Same
you
here.
again.
Cheers. Bye bye. You too. Bye.